A woman takes out a bottle of poison from her bag and pours it into her boyfriend's wine glass. Suddenly, her boyfriend appears behind her. The woman is terrified, but her boyfriend is just joking around. The boyfriend then brings both wine glasses to the dinner table. But then an unexpected situation occurs. Watching her boyfriend eat with appetite, the woman can't take a single bite. Because after the previous commotion, she can no longer tell which glass contains the poison. Suddenly, her boyfriend suggests they drink together. Initially, the woman wants to refuse, but due to her boyfriend's persistent urging, she reluctantly raises her glass. However, just after they clink glasses, the boyfriend's body suddenly begins to show symptoms. He grips the woman's hand with increasing force, and sharp pains shoot through his heart. The severe discomfort causes him to shatter the wine glass in his grip. After a bout of painful screaming, the man collapses to the ground. The man begs the woman for help, but she curses him instead. He cries out in agony before falling silent. Looking at her boyfriend lying dead on the floor, the woman immediately calls her lover, as they had planned this together. When the police arrive at the scene, the lover uses his position as a doctor to falsely claim that the man died of acute heart failure. The sympathetic medical examiner, wanting to avoid extra work, readily agrees with this conclusion. However, one police officer has a different opinion because he and the deceased were close friends for many years. He had never heard that his friend had any heart problems. The lover had already prepared an explanation that heart attacks can happen at any time. But while explaining to the officer, the lover inadvertently notices something terrifying: the poison bottle. He freezes. Even more frightening is that the officer is now walking toward the bottle. This terrifies the lover, who quickly gives the woman a signal. The woman doesn't understand what he means at first, but when she looks down, she panics as the poison bottle is still there. The woman makes an excuse that she's too grief-stricken and hopes the police can conclude their investigation quickly. This is a reason no one can refuse. So the officer leaves with the medical examiners. To wrap things up quickly, the woman calls the funeral home. She tells them not to bother with makeup for the body and says they don't need a custom coffin, just take the cheapest one from their warehouse. With the woman's hasty arrangements, the man's funeral is hurriedly conducted within 12 hours of his death. Afterward, the woman goes to the company owned by the man and sells it at the bargain price of $1.5 million. Just when she thinks she can run away with this huge sum of money and live happily with her lover, the man who was buried deep underground suddenly opens his eyes in the coffin.